Hey, Brian from Garage Hall. Today I have this woodworking pencil set. So let's open up and see what we get. And there is a lot in this. There is a lot in here. Okay, so you got a bunch of different marking pieces. And you got a bunch of different sets. So let's open it up. Yeah, I like that it's actually like color coded, so you can use different colors. Okay, so let's put some of the tips in here, and there's two different containers. I got to be honest with you, I kind of struggled off camera with these two. Couldn't quite figure out. These slide open enough, but like this end piece, I'm not sure how that comes off. I know, kind of crazy, but anyhow. So with this, you slide this back and there's a little piece of tape in here that you remove. So these are the clear plastic containers on both sides. I got like some tape stuck to my hand. But this is pretty easy. So you slide one of the markers out. I call them markers, but then you have your pencil. And actually this has a tip in it already. Okay. So these are all spare tips. Let me open the rest of them up and see what we get. And we'll put this one off to the side for now. But yeah, so that means you have a lot of different writing pieces in here. So let's open each one. Yeah, it looks like they come preloaded. So that's awesome. So you have like almost an endless supply. And then once you have them extracted out, if you hold it up, then you can push it back in very easy. But I like the fact that you gravity fed, and then you just can keep pushing the tip out. And then you hold the bottom in, and then you can push it all the way back in. So when you're done using it, I think that's great. And then let's see if these metal ones. Alright, so that is basically the tip there. Oh, so that's not even a pencil, I don't think. Oh yeah, so that's just a metal tip. You can use as a scraper. And then some of these other ones. And the same thing, it's the same push, hold it in, and then you can push the tip back, put it back in its place. So that's great. But I am going to have a little fun with these, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them color coded. So I'm actually going to pull out the lead pencil part, and then I'm going to hold this, push this tip, pull it all the way out. I'll put the yellow one in and make this kind of like my yellow. And just kind of like push it straight down. So that's pretty cool. So that's going to be like my yellow. And then I'm going to want one for red. And I can use this case to hold the marking tips that I'm not using. Slide that one out, put this one back in here. So that's a neat carrying case, I like that. Then we'll make this the red one. Let's hold that down. We'll slide that tip in. So yeah, so pretty cool. So let's start this off. So you got the red, you got your yellow, you got your black. I have my square here and a piece of 2x4. Let's see how each one marks. So that is your typical black. It's going to be your yellow. Probably be hard to see on a 2x4. But yeah, you can definitely see the yellow mark on there. And then this is going to be the red. So that's pretty sharp. I'm actually kind of excited about that, because red sometimes is just a different color. If you're making two different cuts, if you're squaring something off and you have to make another cut somewhere, you can make that pretty relevant. Like say you've got to cut a notch out. So you can definitely signify that you're doing that. Pretty neat. Then you have like the scratch tool, which comes in handy. And if you're not familiar with a scratch tool, if you have like a piece of wood that you don't want to mark up with pencil, like say that you're going to like stain it, something else, sometimes that can be a little aggravating, trying to basically get your pencil mark out of the wood that you're going to be staining like a light color. So you can use something like as a scraper. And then you can like kind of one off to the side on that, but you can make a light scrape on the wood. That will sand out a lot easier than a pencil mark, and you're good to go. So that is that's actually super handy. I'm glad the set came with that. So that gives you like some versatility for marking your different projects. But just to kind of give you a close-up view of how that color looked on there. So very neat. And yeah, what a great set. And like I say, you can do the same thing. I'll probably do the same thing with these. I'll replace the red with the red marker, so I can signify the different colors in between them. But what an awesome marking set. But yeah, I mean, this is everything that you get. Anyway, Brian from Gougeable Hall, thanks for watching, and be safe out there. Okay, I figured out how to open this one. So you slide this down, and then it's got a hinge on it, so it slides this way. Like, I don't know what I was thinking, but anyhow, that's how that works. Anyway, figured I'd just add that. All right, be safe out there.